Now, my last topic is the Lakers lineup. I be wanting to know when they go into meetings, right? When they go into meetings, and then like the coach be like, "All right, y'all, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about starting," and then he put out the starting lineup, and motherfuckers be like, "Hey, that's good, coach. That's good ass lineup, coach. We should win." Like, what the are they doing? Where's is Ham making these decisions by himself? Just him in the bump. They just in there talking to each other and shit. Because there's no motherfucking way that that the rest of the coaches is in the locker room at the time, and they're agreeing with the lineups they be putting out. There's no way, and he not better than Jimmy Butler. I mean, those are names we ain't even. Now, here, let's hold on. Where the fuck is this group at? Now, delusion is real, right? The starting lineup. Let me see. Let me see. I hope I didn't throw the paper away. I hope I didn't throw my paper away on this topic. Maybe I did. Yeah, I might have threw it away, y'all. When it came to the league, I just threw these away, man. Get rid of these motherfuckers, man. Is this it? Oh, this is it. This is it, y'all. Hey, look. Woo! I was fed up with the motherfuckers. I just did the trash. I threw these motherfuckers in the trash. Now, the starting five, right, as a whole. Good morning. Huh? Yes, please. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Don't come on I'm on my live. I want to have a conversation. You think I'm in here just watching shit? Oh man, I'm about to cuss his ass out when we done. All right, but look. All right, so let's break down this starting unit. The regular starting unit, right? LeBron James averaging 25, Anthony Davis averaging 25, Russell averaging 15, Prince averaging 10, Cam averaging 7, right? As a starting five, right? Your point guard play decent defense. Your Cam is in there for defense, right? Prince is in there for defense, right? Anthony Davis, defensive player. LeBron James, play a little defense, a little old, but for the most part, you have a good defensive team, right? It's a decent defensive team. As an offensive team, that starting five, you're averaging 82 points. That is horrible. As a starting five, that's horrible. Right? And then you come off the bench with Rui, Woods, Austin, right? That gives you about 33 points off the bench. Now, if your starting five is struggling offensively, what in basketball sense says we're going to take away 15 points to add a nigga who averages 1.8? Oh, he got to I'm sorry, y'all. He got to even 2 now. What basketball world am I going to take away 15 points and then sub it in for 2 points? Math still maths. Period. It's still maths. So I take away 13 points out of my starting lineup, which means LeBron, AD, Prince, and Cam have to make up 13 points that they were having trouble with in the first place. You having troubles with Prince and Cam scoring more, and you make it harder. Supernova defense. How much more defense do you have or need? Anthony Davis defense, LeBron defense, Prince defense, Cam defense. Now you need a who can. Now, hold on. Okay, let's go with the theory of we brought him in for defense. Offensively, he averages 2 points. For him to be justified that this is a good move, that means whoever he's guarding has to score what? 1? Shit, and 1, he lost that matchup. Like, no, let's be honest. If the guy he's guarding, let's put him in, and let's say, all right, he's guarding Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant averages 30. If he holds him to 20, he lost that matchup by 18 points. That means someone else on his team has to, 1, beat their man, beat their spot, right? And still make up 18 points somewhere. Right? You need to, when you go point guard, shooting guard, you want to neutralize your position. At least neutralize it or make it. So that means if he has to guard Kevin Durant and he's only putting up 2 points and Kevin Durant gets dropped from 30 to 20, that means 18 points is still it's 18-point gap between the two. And everybody's like, oh, you did a great job, 18-point gap, right? Now, let's say D'Lo averages 15, he scores 15, and Kevin Durant scores 30, right? You're like, damn, he bust your. That's only 15 points. That means he's 3 points better. D'Lo will be 3 points better mathematically. I don't know what type of math they're doing. But if you think you're gonna put a guy in who's gonna stop, like for this dude to be in the game averaging 2, he needs to hold his man to 0 or 1. Zero to 1, that's it. Soon as the nigga score a bucket, hey, sub, you lost. You lost the matchup. You lost the matchup. Like a 1 bucket neutralized you. Because I don't have to guard him. This is what people don't realize when they talk about defense. Him on the court makes me a defensive player too. Are y'all not thinking of that concept? Him on the court makes me a defensive player. Then you ask yourself, how? Because I don't have to guard him. I don't have to guard him, which makes me a defensive player too. So I, a non-defensive player, just became a defensive player this game. If he comes in, right, James Harden, horrible defensive player, right? Woo, horrible. So he has to guard James. James got to guard him. That's a night off for James. Now James can focus on guarding someone else and helping somebody because you have that guy on the team. The one thing you do not want to be in today's NBA is a one-sided player on the defensive side. Being a two-way player, yeah, because you can neutralize defensively and gain it offensively. So if you, Klay Thompson, so let's take Klay, averages, let's say 20, like he did, and he's guarding someone who averages 30, and he neutralizes them to 25, 20, that is a great job. But you don't use a defensive guy, a only defensive guy to stop an offensive guy. Use an offensive guy to stop an offensive guy. Because these two can tire each other out. They can neutralize each other. When you know how we do, y'all do it like this. This is how we do this, right? We do it naturally, but never think about it. All right, okay, we got when we did Golden State versus Cleveland, what did we do? We're like, all right, LeBron and Kevin Durant will neutralize each other, right? 30-30. They go you see the point? They're going to neutralize each other. All right, second option, Kyrie and Curry. All right, they're going to neutralize. They're going to go both about 25 points, neutralize each other, right? Then we have, all right, Klay versus J.R. Smith. Ooh, J.R. averages 13, Klay averages 20. All right, Golden State got a +7 right there. All right, then we have Kevin Love versus Draymond. Ooh, Draymond is going to hold him and keep him like 12 to 13. Draymond's going to score about 8 to 9, right? Right. Cleveland might get probably about 2 or 3. So that means Golden State on the starting unit is +4 against that starting unit. That's how you do that. You try to neutralize your position. So when you got right now, every matchup, who the do they play next? Just so we can show you how this look in real time. Let me go to the ESPN app. When does my goddamn Lakers play? Who we play today? Well, we got day off. We played last night. Okay. All right, we playing the Pelicans, right? We're playing the Pelicans. Now, let's go with the Pelicans. All right, so this is how we do it. We say, all right, Brandon Ingram and LeBron, right? That's that matchup, right? Well, that's probably not that matchup. We probably do Zion versus LeBron. Right? So Zion versus LeBron. Okay, LeBron statistically is going to win that matchup. Right? Then you have, so we'll say, all right, just points, just the point factor, right? LeBron's averaging 3 points. So Lakers is +3. Right? Then you go, the 5-man is Jonas, all right, AD averages 25, so that's +9 for the Lakers. So Lakers is up so Lakers is +12 from the 5 and the 4. All right. Then you go to 3, right? This is where it gets tricky, right? The 3. Now the 3 now is who? Prince, right? Prince averages 10 versus Ingram, right? So that's +13 for them. So Lakers is -1. The shooting guard going against Cam. Cam averages 7. Their shooting guard is averaging 19. That's 12 points, right? So now Lakers is -13 now. Then the last position, you will have team, who is it? They got H. Jones, who's averaging 10, versus a nigga who's averaging what? -9. So you will look at a -21 in the starting lineup, right? As the starting lineup, the Lakers are supposed to lose by a -21 to their. Now, what you need is where it makes up is Reeves coming in with his 15 to 18, right? And then you got Rui who's coming in with his point production, right? So Rui with 12, Austin with his 15, kind of gauge that gap. Now, to make up the difference between the point, the 2, and the 3, because they're going to lose their position, everyone else has to beat their guy and then add more to it. So when you go into a game, this is how you math it. You look at what everyone averages and see what the minus plus is, and then you try to clear up the gap. But if everyone average what they're averaging, Lakers is -21 in the starting lineup. And then they got to make it up somewhere else. This is no different than what the stupid ass Clippers was doing them years. When they have Paul George and Kawhi, and then they got like Zubac, Pat Bev, and like Mo. And between those three, they average 12 points together. And like, oh yeah, we got the deepest bench because they got 40 points coming off the bench. Like you got 2 starters coming off the bench. That doesn't make you deep, because if you put those 2 starters, you put those 2 bench guys as starters, you have no bench. So you mind everyone by putting 40 points on the bench and then pretending that you're deep, your bench is deep because you got the #1 bench in the NBA, but no one's telling you your starting 5 production-wise is ranked 25th. Let you know you're not that good, right? Your starting 5 is ranked 25th and your bench is ranked 1. Right? That's what coaches do. Like all he's doing is that type of shit. All right, let me take D'Lo and put him in the start in the bench. Now I have Rui, Austin Reeves, and Austin Reeves, and D'Lo on the bench. So I got 50-something points coming off the bench. Woo! We got the #1 bench squad. Why your starters suck like shit? It makes it harder. It don't make it easy. It makes it harder with non-shooters in the game with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, because in real time, think about it. Think about Ben Simmons, right? Since we know how they play Ben Simmons, right? Be sitting he got the ball be all the way back here, right? Right? They be all the way back there. Right, stopping now. Embiid can't post up. You're not going to get these curls because this guy's a non-factor shooting wise. What happens when you have 3 players on the court that they're doing that to? Right, if you got guys that's not going to be a threat offensively, why do I need to watch him? I don't need to watch. I don't need to. Why do you think when LeBron James goes to the hole, Cam is always open? Because nobody's guarding him. Let me know when you see Klay Thompson open like that at the end of the game, or Curry open like that at the end of the game, Tatum open like that at the end of the game. No, I'm not leaving my guy to go help. No, but there's a reason he's always open, because he don't shoot the ball. So I'm just going to follow LeBron, and that's what they end up doing. My guy's over here, and I'm just going to keep looking, follow LeBron. If they pass it, okay, sitting in the corner somewhere, I'll do some jumping or just let him shoot that. They're not smart enough to cut, slash, dive, be a threat to the basket. Just like when OKC had Roberson, right? Why nobody guard that dude? Who the fuck is going to go guard Van? Nobody's guarding Van or Cam, period. Prince, everybody's like, okay, he's going to take the shots. So, maybe if he get hot, maybe hit 4-5 in a row, we got a problem here. Other than that, there's no difference when Caruso was in, right? Right, you throw it to Caruso at the 3, he's just going to pump fake, drive left, drive right. So I'll slow to it. He's not going to shoot the 3. Late stunt, get. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, it makes it harder for the offensive guy. So if you want Anthony Davis to be able to post up without any help, you need a shooter. You don't want LeBron. You don't want nobody to be in the lane when LeBron drives. You need to have shooters. You know how hard it was when Russell was there because no one guarded Russell? It's the same thing, sir. Cam is Russell and Van is Russell now. You didn't learn from last year. The reason you didn't want Russell is because it was crowded for LeBron James. So why would you put Van and Cam in with LeBron? No. I would never have Cam and Van in at the same time. They'd be subbing in for each other. I want one liability. I'm fine with Prince because he's going to shoot it. He's going to at least make you respect him. Now think about the floor spreading if you had your lineup as D'Lo, Austin, Rui, Bron, AD. If I need to guard a three, all right, Rui, you come off, and I put Prince in. Right, so I have Prince at the three, right, to guard those threes. I'll have AR at the two, D'Lo at the one. When LeBron them drives and Anthony Davis post up, who they coming off of? Who they coming off of? They can't sag in AD's lap no more. They can't sag. The bench, that bench would be trashy. Exactly. The bench would be trashy. So what do you think the problem is, right? If I'm taking trash and putting it in the starting lineup, guess what? It's still trash. It's still trash. Now what happens is this trash is messing up my starting five. It hurts. So I don't have the bench that I thought I had. So what ends up happening, I'm trying to balance it out, not realizing, right? The oil and if I have all vinegar or all oil, I'm throwing it in to something that should be smooth, right? So now I'm trying to balance out my team, but I just made it harder for the starters. There's a real catch-22 here. So that means you have to sub accordingly. So all right, if Rui's going to come in first sub, he's going to come in for Prince. Boom. Now I got Prince coming off the bench, right? So, let's say the 9-minute mark, Prince comes out, or the 6-minute mark, Prince comes out, Rui comes in, right? Then Prince comes in for LeBron. And then LeBron comes in for AD. Then Cam comes in for Austin, right? Then Max comes in, right? You have to manage on how you put this rotation in. That's all.